What's going on, everybody? Today we're going to do something a little fun. We're going to turn this piece of wood into a walking topwater bait. So I'm just going to do it all with my knife and just whittle away like this. Whittle away. Carve, all that stuff. So it's going to have the similar shape of your cigar style, spook style walking baits. So you just hand carve this out into the shape you want. And I'm probably going to do a time lapse of this if I can get the camera set up correctly to keep it all in focus as I'm doing this by hand. But I'm just going to carve this away to the end product. Use just my knife and some sandpaper to get this thing smooth when I'm done. And then the idea is, let me get in the frame here. So I will get an eyelet here for the front to tie on, and then maybe one in the back or in the under here and here for two treble hooks. And this will float. I'll get some good paint and paint it and get it out in the water and catch a fish. Get it on video and catch a fish. And then this is going to turn into a challenge that will open up to any YouTube angler that wants to participate. And I'll have some more details on that soon. So I'm just going to start carving away here and cue the time lapse at any time. But I'm just going to do a little bit here talking to you guys. It's pretty easy, especially if you have a sharp knife and a soft, light wood. I'm not even sure what kind of wood this is. It's just scrap that I have here in my barn. It's a little wood shop. I've never really hand carved things other than sticks for fun out in the yard, or out in the woods, wherever. So I'm just tapering each end down because it's going to have a rounded nose and tail. So you can see I'm just going to keep taking that all the way down. And all of these sharp corners, they'll get taken down as well, because eventually it's going to need to be rounded. So you just got to eyeball it and trim away. There's probably much better ways to do this by hand. Obviously, if you had a lathe, you could do this in mere seconds, especially if you made a little jig for it. But I like to take some pride in some of my work, and it doesn't take that long to whittle a piece of wood, so kind of nice to say it was hand carved when it's all said and done. So there was a little time lapse of me carving away, and now that I have the overall shape that I want, I'm just going to sand it smooth and then find out which areas I need to take down more, and then just fine-tune the overall shape. I'm going to keep sanding this smooth, and then I'll show you the end result. There's a little bit of sanding here I got to do yet, but I've taken it down quite a bit and smooth it out. It's not going to be perfect because it was hand carved, so there's going to be little pits and things like that, but I took down the tips a little bit more and just narrowed it out. So this is what we have. I'm going to go ahead and I'll get some paint and the eyelets and hooks that I'm going to put on it, and I'm going to try to fish with it, and hopefully I'll be able to catch a fish and film that and all that. But anyone that wants to be a part of this challenge, it's going to turn into kind of a virtual tournament. YouTube anglers that have your own channel. It's going to be the Bearded Outdoors Traveling Lure Challenge. And I will ship this out to another channel, and you video yourself catching a fish on this lure. And we'll keep track in the description of all the videos as this lure goes around all the channels. And we're going to keep track of the biggest fish as well. So we'll keep a track of everyone that has participated in this challenge in every video's description as they go along. And so after the next person gets this and catches a fish and puts the video up, then we will find another channel that wants to participate and send it to them, and it'll go around. So hopefully everyone wants to join. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I want to see how many YouTube anglers can catch a fish on the same lure. Now, there is going to be a high likelihood that somebody will lose this lure. They're going to cast it off into the sunset. They're going to break it off on a fish, whatever. They're going to tie a crappie knot. It's going to happen. So I'm going to make a couple more very similar to this. They're going to be hand carved to the same size and similar paint schemes and everything, same hooks. So just in case somebody does mess up and lose this lure, I will have another one to ship out, and we can keep this thing going. And I want to see how many YouTube anglers can catch a fish on the same lure. Now, hopefully we don't lose it and we can literally catch it on the same exact lure. I think that would be awesome. So if you want to participate, email me and look for my video of me basically kicking off this challenge after I catch the first fish on this lure. My email is in the about section of my channel, and I think it's in all of my video descriptions as well. So hit me up if you want to participate, and we'll get this thing going. The Bearded Outdoors Traveling Lure Challenge. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little carving session on a handmade lure, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.